I see triads everywhere on the fretboard, and it's not that hard to do. And once you do see triads everywhere, you kind of own the fretboard. You kind of know it from top to bottom, front to back. But there are a couple other things that triads can lead you to. Unusual triads, where you kind of extend things like minor ninth chords, odd inversions. And then dyads. That's the next thing too. We're going to cover that later, but let's start with kind of a look at the triads that I used in that performance. And click the link below for the 14-day free trial in the Masterclass. So the triads at the beginning of this solo are unusual because they are skipped strings. They're fifths that are kind of surrounding an open B drone. I'll show you what I mean. So this is what it looks like. So I'm keeping the B droning the whole time as I slide up and down. I have a gentle touch. I'm not igniting all the distortion I could, so it's reading pretty clean, which I like. And then when I slide up here, it's a B minor 9 chord. With two triads. And then landing on a chord tone when the band goes to E. Let's see what's next. So it starts out with a B minor 9 triad, and then B minor, blues, then dyads and the Hendrix third. Sliding up to this D shape here. Dyad, double stop, more dyads. And then the D2. That's the A shape, but it becomes B minor 7 sus4 because the B is in the bass. Okay. And then the B minor 9 to B minor. And then I call this B5 to B4. There's no third in it. That's B sus. We call it B4. And then a straight D triad. Add that extension. And then dyads sliding up and sliding down. Dyads up here. Vibrato again, and now I'm adding a third note. So here is another unique triad. So this is kind of a spread G triad, 1, 3, and 5. And then I grab the major 7 and add it on top. So now I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to actually play to a track, and while I play, I'm going to have a conversation with you about what I'm doing, but I'm not going to stop the track, just front to back, playing and talking about what I'm thinking and what I'm doing and the concepts I'm using while I play. Back to pentatonic blues. Dyads spread, they're sixths. Seeing that D chord right there. A little repetition, flat 5 here. Okay, now we're gonna do the D over C. Dropping into B minor, I'm gonna go to one string. And that was pretty much D mixolydian, just kind of playing the scales. Always returning to pentatonic blues, it just feels right. Got a B minor 9 right here. And up here. Landing on a chord
chord tone of the A, which the band goes to. They're on G. Back to A. We're going to go to E minor. So that was basically an E minor arpeggio, and then coming up here and trying to squeeze something out of it. We go to D. So all of these unusual triads I'm playing, and I use them a lot in my solos, are born from the standard ones. The 1-3-5, 3-5-1, the basic first, second, third inversions of the standard chords. And they're born from a very simple place. And it's very easy to show you this. There's only like 4 of them across the neck this way, and maybe 4 or 5 of them up the neck this way. And once you learn them, you can just move the map, move the template anywhere and play them in any different key. And once you understand this, you realize how easy it is to learn the entire guitar neck. This tune is in B minor, which is the relative minor of D major. You can play in D major over this particular piece of music as long as you're aware of the chord tones, particularly when you land on a low note. Now, triads are named after the notes of the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the root triad for D is 1-3-5. First inversion, 3-5-1. Second inversion, 5-1-3. And back to another root right here, 1-3-5. You can keep going up the neck, 3-5-1, 5-1-3, and another root, 1-3-5. Now you can also go up on the low strings, 1-3-5, 3-5-1, 5-1-3, and another root, 1-3-5. Now, if you start playing triads in every key, you will learn the whole guitar neck. If I move this up to E flat, I got this. It's the same shapes. The template just moves. Now, I'll show you another example. If I do A dominant 7, I just move that all the way up to E for E dominant 7. There's no dots up there. What I'm trying to say is the template doesn't change. Anytime you do one of these, all you have to do to change keys, even if it's all the way from A up to E, which is pretty far, you just have to move the template and visualize it. Not as easy as it sounds, as evidenced by my little stumble at the end. But this is how I believe you will learn the entire fretboard. Triplets and triads together. Now moving into the D over C again. B minor. Bit of southern rock maybe, and then way high on the neck with a knife. Stabs. See the A chord right there, E minor again. Basically going from chord to chord there, B minor to E minor. Kind of Hendrixisms here. D over C, B minor. I like to do that on one string.
Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. If you are a subscriber, please ring the bell. It lets us let you know every time a new video is released. You can also support us by clicking the link below for the online masterclass. As I always say, we're up to over 100 hours of lessons and content, over 1,000 videos. There's a 14-day free trial. Take your time, take a long look. We'd love to have you join us.